Broadcasting live from University House, this is Shot Radio, the sound of the students.
Well, this is it. One last time.
Yeah.
Joined by some amazing humans.
Hello.
What a lovely hello that was. And we're going to have a good old chinwag about the last 3 years. We've just had the amazing Matt and Izzy at Drive for the last time.
Amazing.
How was that?
Weird, right?
Yeah. I think it'll hit a bit later on.
Yeah. It hit a few of us out there, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, were there some tears?
There were
yeah.
a couple of tears from some people outside.
Aw.
I'll try that.
Yeah, Gemma was in bit.
I wasn't going to name names, but it was Gemma.
I'm just here to call people out for the next hour, basically. But no, we're going to chat, I think, the full journey from coming to Salford to, I don't know, doing Shock and where we are now.
Let's say goodbye.
This is Shock.
The big goodbye.
Well, here we go. Here comes some extra special guests
Some
joining
more-
us in the
more
studio.
fabulous.
Latecomers.
Woo!
You know what? Fashionably late.
Yeah.
I love it. Welcome. I've got a spare seat here.
There's one. There's
someone
one
bring a seat in there. I don't know. It's going to be a big old sharing microphone job, this, I think.
Olly's gonna kneel.
We're going to kneel for the next hour.
Old knees.
I feel like a good way to start it off is, what are people's memories of the first day they moved into Salford?
The Queen died.
Was that your first day?
That was my first day coming here. Yeah, it was a massive so we were driving up and obviously we stopped in service stations and we could see it on the news all day every day. And I remember I walked into Peel Park. I was ridiculously late because the traffic was horrendous. The weather was awful on the way up. I was already really, really sick, and my housemates were leaving, and then they were coming in. I sat down and the Queen died as I moved in, and weirdly sounds awful to say, but it was a really strange bonding experience because we just arrived and this major event happened, and we were just all sat round the same laptop as it got announced, which was weird. And I just sort of unpacked all my things, but yeah, it was a really weird day, I think.
So I remember the Queen dying, I'm not going to lie. 'Cause we, as a flat, those of us that had moved in, went to Atmosphere that night. It was our first Atmosphere exposure, and all the screens, it was rest in peace, the Queen. And it was really weird because we were all sat there dancing to the Arctic Monkeys. It's a really weird experience.
Yeah.
Well, no, we went as a flat to Cargo and they played the national anthem. And everyone off their faces,
Just on
really,
repeat
really on
for,
repeat.
the
For,
whole
I
night.
genuinely think for 10 minutes. We were off our faces, and I've got so many videos of just me belting out the national anthem.
How
it was
patriotic.
very patriotic. And then I woke up why did I do that?
But isn't it weird that the last place that you sung the national anthem with the word Queen in?
Was Cargo in Manchester. What a place. Thank God it wasn't a foam party or anything. It was just a standard Cargo night.
Gosh. I'm more concerned that was the first night out that you had.
Oh, don't talk to me. The freshest wristband guys, Boohoo Man got me.
That was-
Never
I
got my jumper
never got
back.
my hoodie.
Never got my hoodie.
Never got my
Oh,
hoodie.
me neither, actually.
We need to write a formal complaint.
Boohoo Man scammed us all.
Yeah.
That extra
£30
£5 for the
What,
hoodie.
did no one get one?
No.
Don't tell me you got one.
No, I just
sorry.
bought the wristband.
Izzy sat in the corner. You definitely got rid of it.
Well,
Did you actually?
It's not who you know.
That is outrageous.
Wow.
You're joking.
God.
We can share it. We can share custody of it.
Yeah, also, we
Yeah.
can just kill that microphone. So. The power of radio connects people. Does anyone else have any fun memories of the first night they moved in?
I just remember the stairs. Having boxes of things from the car park, having to go up and down the stairs.
I thought it meant people staring at you.
Did you not?
Was there not a lift?
Yeah.
Yeah, but everyone was moving in, so it was packed and just up and down the stairs. I was on the 3rd floor, so it wasn't high enough to warrant lift use, so you could do the stairs, and it was tough. I think we reflect on it, and it's a great time, but it's also a tough time. And I think until you meet the people that are your people, it's hard. So there's lots of good bits and a few bits that, looking back, you go, oh, I'm so glad that I found my people later on. Sorry if I lowered the tone slightly.
No. Well, I started with the Queen dying.
I'll just lean over. No.
Throw it between
Yeah,
us.
I know. I don't even know if anyone can hear me, but I just remember the first night that I got there. It was there was 3 of us, but I was a lot later than you guys because this was maybe a few weeks after the Queen died, so maybe I was just really late.
You being late to something, God.
Oh,
Never.
What a shock.
Never. Oh god, that's gonna change, guys. New woman soon. But I just remember all 3 of us just sat in the living room, just talking about like I don't know why we were talking about burritos for like hours, and I just remember that.
Oh, I love
conversation.
burritos.
I know.
Yeah,
it was
let's
pretty
not start this
random,
conversation for hours now,
Bonding.
please.
Yeah, very true.
What
But
was the third year goodbye show? We talked about burritos.
Easily
For
done,
an
guys.
hour.
Easily done. Genuine. I think that might be the only reason.
Mexican food's my favourite food as well.
Mm.
It's great. It's great. Sorry to ramble on about burritos.
I remember when I moved in.
Go on, tell us about that, Adam.
I was the first person in my flat, and then
Yeah.
I was that one. And I
Oh.
remember I had the first night by myself, and I was like, what do I do with myself here?
Can I ask a question?
Go on.
So did everyone stay on Peel Park?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What colour was your room?
Oh, I had the green one.
So you had green. Emma, what colour did you have?
Purple.
Purple. Ollie?
I can't remember what I had.
Everyone was jealous of the purple.
Oh, I had
ones.
purple. Yeah, I had purple.
Yes, Ollie.
I had
Sweaty
a
palm.
yellow
I
room.
know.
Oh no.
Yellow
You had a
room.
yellow room.
Yeah, yellow.
Oh. That's almost as bad as green.
I also had a purple room as well.
Oh, come on.
Yes.
It was so cozy.
I had a purple room.
Oh, what is this purple elitist in the room?
I feel-
Ridiculous.
The royal colour for the queens and the kings of radio. Oh yeah, rest in peace. Sorry.
Lizzie did it for us.
We just didn't worship very much, did we? I remember that first night, and I sat by myself at the island in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Oh,
On the stool things. I had
That's really
I
sad.
had a Danish pastry from my local bakery back home, and I had a can of Coors that we bought a 4-pack of when me and my family went
Ooh.
shopping. I sat and I had a couple of them, and then I went to bed.
Essentials.
Question: did you guys know? Wait, shall I speak? I don't know if you can hear me or not. Did you guys know who you were gonna live with? Did you find them on Facebook or anything, or was it a surprise?
Found them on Facebook, and
Yeah.
it was just a bit awkward. Never spoke to them. I was also like Adam. I was the first person to move in of the day. It was just so awkward. I went into the kitchen to make myself a sandwich, and people were just moving in. I didn't eat for 3 days. It was awful. I was so scared. I was such a little baby first year. I was just holed up in my purple room.
Uni budget.
Oh, no. I did. I found, to be fair, I found 2 of mine, but one of them just had loads of Spider-Man photos. So I literally
So you're like, am I going to live
It
with
was-
Spider-Man?
it was a running joke. I was like, I'm living with Spider-Man. I was like, I have no idea who he is. But yeah, I think it's dropped out now actually. But he literally just looked like Spider-Man.
Well, talking of dropping out, I was a late addition to my flat. So, I didn't get my room when Peel Park, sold out because I missed the email. I was stupid.
Oh,
I
of course
you did.
I missed the email of, the rooms becoming available. So I had a room in the IQ student accommodation.
Oh.
And part of me was like, oh, come on, I really want to be in Peel Park. I know it's going to be full of first years, and I want to, meet people in first year, and I don't want to be in a different flat away from everyone else. And then one room randomly became available one day, which ended up being my room. I just saw it happen to be on there. I was checking every single day. So it was a late addition to the group chat. And when I spoke to my housemates, they were like, yeah, the other guy, I think, went to Bournemouth. Weirdly did our course, TV and radio production.
Wow.
But I took over his spot. I can't remember what his name was. And then
you bumped into him at a student radio event.
that would be
Oh.
Could you
weird.
imagine
wouldn't it?
that?
That would be
Visible
And
weird.
you'll
strings.
never ever know.
You're living his life.
Yeah, but they knew more about.
He could have been on Radio
You
1.
could do it, Mal.
It,
Lucy
it,
Matt.
it couldn't have been Matt and Izzy. It
No.
could have been Aaron
John,
and Izzy.
John and
Aaron
Izzy.
John is a road name.
BBC John doesn't have the same thing as does it?
But yeah, they knew more about him than me. That when they arrived, they were like, "We've seen one photo of you." It was weird.
And you looked about 12 in all of your pictures
yeah,
from
I did.
Instagram.
Izzy brought out some photos earlier of us on the show, and I look incredibly young, and that's only in second year. So yeah.
Oh, it's just a baby.
Do you remember your first radio show actually?
My first radio
Yeah.
show was it was an assessment. I was too scared to join shock in first year.
Oh, of course. Me and Matt were here. And
Yeah.
that's about it.
What did
Chrissy, were you there first?
No, I wasn't on Shock, and I
all the
used
cool
to.
kids joined shock in second
I
year?
I was on Utter Radio.
Who are you? Who are you?
And I used to. I didn't do shows that went out, but I'd record shows called the Alphabet Audio Files. Not they didn't go anywhere. I've still got them on my laptop. And I'd pick a letter of the alphabet and play artists or tracks just with that letter of the alphabet. And they were probably rubbish, but it was the starting point where I went, oh, this is alright.
Yeah.
Why have I never heard this audio?
Yeah, that's great.
There's a
That could've been
reason.
played in the montage. Sorry, Adam, I interrupted you. You were telling about your first radio show.
Oh crikey! It was one of the assessment ones. Do you remember the first year radio studio assessment?
Awful.
And they is that better? I clearly didn't learn much from this TV and radio production course, did I? Talk into the microphone, rule number 1. But I was too scared to sit in a room and talk on a microphone. Like, I was petrified of the idea of it. And clearly you can see it's making noise, and it still am. So I was a big control freak, so I sat in the studio, managed the whole thing, and I was like, no one else is doing this. I'm going to make sure it's like, and that sort of nerdiness has stuck with me for the last 3 years.
Absolutely nothing's changed because you studio managed our third year show all on your own.
Yeah, like,
in principle,
no one's touching
you did not let anyone touch that desk.
This is mine.
Anyone comes in, brownie point, please. That BAFTA is ours.
Oh,
Fingers
100%.
crossed.
Wow, never know. I'm the only one that doesn't do. Sorry, I am the only one that doesn't do TV and radio here. Actually, I'm having to lean so much.
Do you know how to use a microphone?
I know. Sorry, I don't really want to cut Adam off. But I'm like, I have to yank him out of the way.
It's going to be like a prime goalkeeper, just dive across. I'm going to have to catch you at one.
I was like, I want to talk. I want to get involved. I feel left out.
I think maybe we should give a bit of context that there's more people than mics.
Yes, there is more people than mics in here, and me and Ollie came flashing. Well, we literally ran here, by the way, so that we both just look. Yeah.
I'm still recovering.
Yeah, we're recovering. That's why me and Ollie were fanning ourselves at the beginning because we were like, "Gosh, we got here." But
yeah, me too, guys. That's why I'm really hot.
It's been a lot. But no, I'm not trying to take Adam out. I'm generally just like trying to get the microphone so I can speak. Gosh, but no, actually, to be fair, I think everyone knows when I first meet him was a shock because I went home and drank a bottle of wine because I was so nervous. Like, I literally hated it. And I cried.
After your first show?
Yeah. Because I was
Did you
like,
do it on your own?
yeah.
Oh.
And I was like, I can't do it. And then I came back the next week and here we are. How wholesome.
How many bottle wines did you go on after that?
Just one, don't worry.
Supporting the wine industry one show at a time.
What about the first British book, The Burns, when you guys decided to join Shock in the second year?
Ooh, well, that's like
Well,
a
we
taboo
were
subject.
four.
That was a taboo subject.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were a 4.
Doubt
We're
they're
now a
listening.
3.
Evening or to radio.
Yeah, we're now a 3. But I was originally going to drop out. I just couldn't be bothered. I didn't want to do it with some people of the group.
What, uni or the show?
No, the show. I wasn't going to do it. I thought, it's just going to be silly. It's going to take up too much of my time. I want to go out and stuff. And I'm really glad that I didn't drop out because I've got so much from it. And my best friends.
I can't remember what we played or what we spoke about or anything.
Probably absolute tosh like we still do now.
Rubbish.
We've not evolved at all in 2 years. Music taste hasn't evolved in 2 years. There's just more like Sabrina Carpenter songs, more Taylor Swift songs, and more celeb gossip.
And we're all a bit like Lorraine. You see us one week and the other week you don't see her.
Yeah, there's never 3 people in the studio at one time, ever.
The Lorraine of Shock.
Oh, what a tagline. Like,
Oh, we should have had like a whole Twitter account about how many times that we came into Shock.
But like, right, obviously you two were like the first year nerds.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, good point.
Yeah. What was Shock like back in the dinosaur ages?
Oh, completely different.
Yeah.
The studios by far were a lot worse than they are now. It was still the sort of same hardware and equipment, but yeah, I don't know. It felt like Shock has turned a weird corner over the past year and a half specifically. I think like first year was great, and I remember enjoying it, but I wasn't really part of like the Shock community in first year. I showed up to my show and then I left.
But I'll give Matt needs to credit himself more because I remember hearing about Matt and his show and being told that it was really good. So you were more in than you thought you were, to be fair.
I just showed up, left, and then just had a nice time really.
Well, people knew your name.
Hello.
I had to actually go to events for people to know my name. But no, in first year, like I feel like it was so different. The whole setup was different. I feel like I was very, very lucky because I had Matt on my exec. So he kind of was just like, anything that came up, opportunities, he was like, go and do it.
Not me.
No, other Matt, sorry.
Matt Green.
Matt Green. Yeah, there's too
very
many
good.
Matts in Shock.
Yeah, there were.
There was honestly, that's one thing that has changed. There was so
Less
many
Matts.
Matts. So less Matts. But it's nice to see so many more people, especially in our year, like, you know, like coming through. Because I feel like in first year I was so nervous because I was like the only one I knew.
There was hardly any of us, I seem to remember.
Yeah.
There was like, hardly any
So, yeah.
knocking about.
Great for you guys joined.
Yeah, that's
How
been
wholesome.
Fun. The studio's got better.
Yeah, exactly. And you guys are here, which makes all the difference.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Only
They
4
could get
more
aircon.
people.
That's
Well,
the next bit.
Technically 6.
Yeah, we
It
have
should
more.
be.
A lot of people. Oh, sorry, Adam. A lot of people have gone home. No, I am going to give it back to you. Wait. A lot of people have gone home, to be fair. Like, there's some honourable mentions that I did message, but people are going home for the summer, which is actually crazy.
No.
Gosh, I don't want to end.
No, me neither.
Full end of it.
There you go, Adam.
Oh, thank you. I feel like, when they used to give those PowerPoints during COVID, they're like, next slide, please. Microphone, please. But, like, can you remember any, like, the events or, like, big things that happened in first year?
First year events.
Give you the mic back.
Thanks. I did quite a lot in first year, to be fair, with Shock.
I didn't.
Yeah, I did the Shock. I did the Shock. Was it? I don't remember what birthday it was. It was a special birthday. I think it was the 20th, and I presented on the show. I don't know why. Like, they randomly asked me. It was lovely.
I think I only went to the 25th birthday. So actually, one thing I do remember from
Well,
first
wasn't
year.
the 20th?
No,
20th
but
then.
yeah, because they did. It was randomly 20th in first year, and then 25th
Oh.
in second year. Do you remember, like, or?
Oh, yeah, it was. But yeah, so
Because it was different anniversaries. It was weird. Like one when we started broadcast, when we started becoming a society, at different dates. Which
Oh,
is weird.
yes, yeah. So I
So-
presented the 20th of something.
So, yeah.
Something to do with Shock.
One of the ones. But what
Yeah.
I do remember, I did some videos in first year. I remember Joe
Oh,
Lander.
yes, you did. I remember seeing
He
these.
used to like just come up to me and go, "Oh, can you do this?" It was like there was a Christmas one where I just was like, "Oh, this is what I do at my show on Shock." And there was another one where he was like, "Oh, I think it was they were trying to get more people in January." And he was like, "Oh, what's a highlight of your show?" And I think I said, "Oh, I talked about a guy that collected bins on my show." And I was like, "Yeah, that was a highlight."
No, I actually remember seeing this,
Yeah.
and it was really wholesome. It's very wholesome.
Local radio content.
Yeah, exactly.
See there, I got involved with things quite quickly, but again, it was probably thanks to because I got to know the exec quite well because I went to SRA Con in first year, so I got to meet people there, and I got to meet obviously Matt Green and he introduced me to people. So I did. What did I do? Oh, I did the desk in varsity. That was terrifying. That was horrendous. Never again. We've upgraded that. We don't really need someone on the desk as much anymore.
No.
Because I was taking in all the phone calls from varsity.
Oh, I did
Yeah.
that for what did I do that? I think it was Winter Wonderland in first
Did
year.
you?
I was sat up here during Winter Wonderland in first year, just throwing up a fade up and down, and
Yeah.
A lot warmer than when we did it in second year.
totally a lot.
Oh
warmer.
yeah, of course.
Is it cold?
It was.
I think Matt might have mentioned it was cold.
One or two
One or
times.
two
Just once.
times.
Do you know what? I'm waiting for people to say it's a bit warm today.
Adam, take the.
Might be too warm.
Might be too warm.
Might be.
Might be.
Sauna.
I didn't want to say that, but I've been fanning myself in it constantly.
That's something that's not changed over 3 years. Shock has been a sauna over 3. Apart from that weird
awful.
time in winter where it was always freezing cold in here.
I think the air conditioning worked for 3 weeks and it was freezing. Everyone started whining about it being cold.
And now
then
it's
broke
broken again.
I was like, oh no, we're not fixing it. But yeah, no, it's simple.
Not our problem anymore.
That's
True
true.
that.
All right.
Sorry.
Guys, you've got another 40 minutes until we can say that.
42.
We've got a
I
song
should
to
get
play.
smart now.
Come on, back timing. But what can everyone remember their first ever Shock show?
I remember it was the 5th of October 2023.
Wow.
Encyclopedic
Don't want to
knowledge.
flex.
I don't remember.
Yeah, Matt talked about strawberry juice.
Mhm.
That was the highlight, I think.
Did we? I think we. Did
And-
we start with? Did we have stupid percentage that day? I don't know if we did.
No, I don't think we did it. We did questionable questions.
Yeah, which was really long.
And I asked what your favourite London borough was.
Which I said Chelsea.
And then we went into Chelsea.
Why Chelsea?
And then we went into Chelsea Dagger, and
Is
that's
that
our
the
planned
only reason?
radio.
Yeah,
You play the
exactly.
Fratellis?
Full Alan Partridge style. Mine, I don't remember.
What's your favourite thing?
I don't remember too much, and I'm annoyed because that first week of Shock in first year, they didn't record for some reason. The recording of my show is not there, and it was 10 till 11 a.m. on, I want to say a Tuesday or something. So it was I came in after the breakfast show, which was Tom and Harper at the time. So I never really had a proper exec, and now in the afternoons. And just generally, I think Shock is a lot busier than it was in first year. I used to come in, say hello to Tom and Harper a little bit, and then chat to the guys that were on after me. Meg was my exec, Meg Bond, and then I left, and that was just my show. So I don't remember anything really about the first one. I don't remember what I played, and I can't even listen back to it. But I hope it went well.
Let's get it up now.
I feel I've already spoke about mine. I drank a bottle of wine, but I don't remember what happened in it. I just remember being so nervous, and that's why I became Are You Not Embarrassed? Because I'm pretty sure I didn't turn up the mic for like half the show. I'm pretty sure I put the wrong mic up. I'm pretty sure I played everything wrong, and I just remember like I literally Matt Green had to keep running in and going, "Are you all right?" I was like, "No, I'm not okay," but it's fine because you've got to make mistakes to learn, and that's why that show became a thing. So yeah, mine was a bit more traumatic than everyone else's probably.
What was your show called?
No, it wasn't Are You Not Embarrassed originally? It was actually, God, this is embarrassing actually. Mine was In My DMs.
It's called In My DMs.
Yeah, it was. So really,
Any
Now I know why you drank
correlation
that
to what you
wine.
did on your show?
Yeah.
Was that just
So basically, I'd ask a question every week, and I know it sounds really weird, but it worked because like M's is an Emma, like
Yeah, yeah,
M's.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Yeah. So we were trying to work out names, and that's what came up. But basically, I'd put a question on my story every single week. And I think it's quite a common way of getting a conversation going. But people used to tune in to me in first year. Not anymore. But no, then people used to like ask questions and answer. And it'd be like something really random, like it's National Sleep Day today.
Yeah.
Like, where's the weirdest place you've fallen asleep? That sort of vibe.
I used to love the national days on my show. Used to
Yeah.
do it all the time. I think mine was called Mornings with Matt Hallsworth or something, and then changed to Lunchtime with Matt Hallsworth when they gave me a second hour.
I had drive time.
Oh,
Nerd alert! I just want to say on regards to national days, that is still what half of national radio relies on is the national days for any content. So
it's true.
we always knew Matt was going somewhere. Should we progress to second year?
Oh God.
Yes,
Are we ready
please.
for that?
I have dinner plans, so I have to leave now. But thanks.
Should we standing ovation?
Oh,
If we can all fit up.
Thank you.
Goodbye, award-winning, legendary shock radio
Bye,
presenter Izzy
bye.
Moran.
Thank you. Okay, we can leave now.
Oh,
Yeah.
well. Hope the roadie's
No, Olly
enjoying
can
this.
come
so
sit down.
My knee's gone.
It's got to
Oh,
get
is
a
this
bag.
your bag?
Adam's sat in the way.
Oh,
Give
it's
us a
carnage.
minute.
Oh, here we go.
Carnage.
Here we go.
Matt's leaving. Matt's off.
go.
Matt and Izzy, you can't go
No more.
anywhere without the other.
Matt's seat.
Oh my God! I forgot about my first show.
Oh.
The rewind.
Did you do it just by yourself?
Just by myself in second year. I started it. Smooth transition there into second year shock. I think.
Nice, well done.
I remember my first show, and I found the archive recordings of the link. Do you want to take a chair round?
Oh, it's alright. I can kneel.
Oh,
It hurts your
I know.
knees.
Does it? Oh, my
Yeah.
knee just cracked actually.
broken bones.
No, that's not good. Sorry,
Um,
Adam. Continue.
Yeah, no, and I remember I found my first link in the archives a couple of weeks ago and played it on the last ever drive time. And it was probably the most embarrassing thing I've ever listened to. Just wait for half the beds to actually like put the mic up and talk, and then it's like it was genuinely like a hello, welcome to this. I was like,
Oh, I'd love to listen back to all of ours. To be fair, I think it'd be so wholesome.
I heard his on Wednesday.
Was it really? Was it really that?
It was sweet.
Oh.
And
I
it
feel like
just
that's quite
doesn't sound like me
condescending.
either.
It
I
doesn't
didn't know what he was going
right.
to say.
It doesn't sound like Adam, but you can hear like the shoots of Adam in there. Which is like,
Shoots of Adam.
yeah, if Adam was a flower.
I don't think I've got
You-
to know the shoots of Adam. I don't know what you guys do at your comedians, but that's not.
You don't want to know.
Yeah, you do whatever you want to do.
Playing with each other's shoots, apparently.
This just
Wow,
went weird
what?
fast.
Anyway,
right.
let's be second year.
Yes.
We were all part of the shock radio then.
Yeah.
We weren't all
Yeah,
friends though.
No.
No,
weren't.
I don't
was-
think I knew
I was friends
Oh.
with you two already.
Yeah.
He's so
unfortunately.
lucky.
I knew any of you.
No, we had that first
Was
bond.
I
We had that
alone?
first bonding experience after the Foot in the Door event, and we got the 50 bus into town together.
Yeah, at the end of second year though.
Yeah.
And I said hello to Matt because I remember hearing about Matt's show, and I remember at the Shock Awards I was like, "Wow, Matt."
Sorry, I'm trying to indicate
Your
to
show's really
Adam
good,
just
Jesse.
push the XLR cable in a bit more. It's
On Mars.
yeah.
Oh, we can't hear him.
it's-
Or me.
Where-
You carry on
thing.
talking.
I'll keep filling
I
space.
saw it. You saw
But
it.
I didn't
Rewind
know
of Adam.
Libby. I didn't know Libby or Olly. So.
No,
Oh,
wait, I
am
didn't really know Adam either. Not until I think the end of it was gorgeous second year. Not knowing Emma or Adam.
It was a breeze.
Is that better?
Yes.
Oh, great news. I'll keep these headphones on them. Might help.
But looking back, I think second year was my favourite. We asked on our show on Friday, what year would you relive, first, second, or third? I think all of us said second year.
Yeah.
Me too.
No, I said first.
I'd go
Really?
third.
Yeah.
Really?
I think second.
I think third year has
100%
been my
second.
favourite.
I
But
think
that's because
thir-
I've got to know you.
I think
Nicely
third.
done.
I think third year's been my favourite, but I think again that's the reason I would relive second year, to bring sort of the group that I had in second year,
Have it
in
for
third
longer.
year for
Yeah.
longer.
That's a
Um,
very
Nostalgic.
good
It's been
diplomatic
r-
answer.
Yeah, it's been really nice.
Yeah, I think.
That's the one.
I mean, to be fair, don't get me wrong. I loved first and I've loved third year, but I think second year was the best time because you still had so much ahead of you. Like it was still also so exciting. You kind of like learnt your skills, you know, and kind of learnt what you wanted to do, but you still had time. And I think one thing I regret in third year is worrying about time.
Yeah.
And now I'm done. I'm not as scared anymore, which is really weird.
No, I
She
think
just
I'm
doesn't
more
understand the
petrified.
I'm petrified.
Okay, well I'm
What
glad
happens
everyone-
next?
I don't know.
No, I can't. I just said Emma just doesn't know the concept of time.
I
Real.
was on my way in. I text Ollie, like, I'm at the bus
dear.
stop at 20 past. I'm on the bus 25 past. And then I messaged him at 1:45 when they said they were going to be here.
Yeah.
And went,
Right.
we're going to go get a drink. Do you want something? And he went, oh, we've just left. And it was 4 minutes until we were on air. And he was like,
Sorry,
do we still have time? I went, maybe not.
Truth be
That's my favourite
told.
thing about Emma. I think it's been
Yeah.
about like 6 times that she said, oh yeah, I'm going to change this for like my birthday or the new year or something.
Yeah.
But it's just being like, it's part of your personality. I think
Oh,
that's
how
great.
did that month not drinking? Did you do that?
No, that,
Oh,
that
yeah.
never happened.
That never worked.
Matt lost on the first day.
That month was February, which I think was the month that I went out the most this year.
We
Amen
always
to
told
that.
you it was never going to work. And you were adamant. You stood by your word that it was going to work. You were like, no,
I
guys, I'm
mean-
actually going to do it.
Yeah, neither of us did it, so
No.
it's fine.
Sorry, guys.
Maybe next February.
Was it for a charity or just for
No,
just
giggles?
Just
for
wanted to
giggles.
see who could last longer.
We
Basically.
we decided in shock, actually.
We did. Didn't really work out.
No, it never worked.
There you go.
Well, we'll keep on the theme of second year and away from alcohol for a bit longer.
Sounds
We
good.
can get back to that. But like, what events or shock things that happened in second year are prominent and stay in your mind?
Specifically, shock things.
Yeah.
Or just like radio things.
Oh, you can do just radio things as well if you want.
I think radio things for me. I went to Foot in the Door in second year.
Hey!
With Libby over here.
Aww.
We were there.
And
but
the fingertips touching.
but Adam was also there, but I didn't know Adam, and I
Yes, you
didn't.
were.
I didn't
You were
know,
there with Dylan and Rudy.
and
Yes.
and I didn't
Oh,
know that Adam was
we
there.
we didn't know each other at this
No.
point.
No.
And like, who would have who would think that come like a year's time we would be like the bestest of friends?
Yeah.
I thought I did think you were a little bit weird.
Oh, you should. If he had his hairstyle they had back then, I
Oh
would
my,
have
yeah,
agreed.
that was fully.
Oh, we found the video.
Oh
Emma in first year.
Oh my word!
Yes, this video.
This video's unreal.
It's
very
so good.
crazy.
So I don't remember what the conversation was. Was it me and you?
No, I wasn't in
No.
it.
Who was I talking to? I think it might have been Anna. And then there was someone else there. And I was looking at my photos back in first year and I was like, oh, like we used to go out all the time. And I found this video of me at the bar dancing with my friend. And in the background there's this weird guy who puts his thumbs up. And
Weird guy.
And all I remember was like, I literally paused the video and is that Adam's skin?
Here he is.
And honestly, we got like 5 of us to all get around this phone going, that's Adam's skin.
Yeah, yeah.
No
No,
way.
yeah, I was there,
So,
yeah.
so me and Adam actually have met in first year, but he was a weird guy at the bar
Yeah.
that was getting all the videos.
I think at that point of the night I was stress drinking because we'd lost our flatmate.
Yeah, you were by yourself, right?
Yeah, my flatmate had run away and
my
everyone else
goodness,
had gone to
guys.
find him. What?
What?
Ollie thought that meant you said that you'd lost your flatmate, that they had passed away.
Oh,
Sorry,
no,
it's
no.
Not just lost them in the club.
No, he completely ran away and like we like just disappeared.
Did you ever find him?
Yes, he's still here, unfortunately.
To clarify.
Evening, Eddie. And yeah, no, that was a wild night. The day after that is the first time that I had a cup of tea as well. Really
What?
weird one.
What?
Well, I had a cup of tea and enjoyed it.
That's actually mad.
That's
Oh,
wild.
that might be my favourite memory of second year. Is when I had
having
my
a cup
first
of
cup of tea.
What?
Gosh, it's
Guys, what is wrong with
Great,
you?
because you try so many new things. Like I
Yeah.
didn't eat
Exactly.
bacon, I didn't have curry, and I didn't drink tea before coming to uni.
Wow.
And now they're 3 of my favourite things.
Curries,
Oh.
never having curry is insane.
that is
that's
wild.
like, what?
I never
Sorry.
like ordered food before I came to uni.
Yeah,
That was
Me
wild.
neither.
I've done an Uber.
Yeah,
As the podcast
we've
said.
on our other podcast, we've done an Uber.
mad.
But you know, I'd never, unless it was like the local chippy, never had
No.
takeaway. And then I could get burritos to my door, and I was
Yeah.
giddy with excitement. I think I had burritos for 5 days
We ordered-
straight.
I remember ordering Cinnabon
Oh, I love
Still
cinnamon.
never had it.
because
What's a Cinnabon?
I think it was
Cinnamon bun.
Oh, that
'Cause-
makes sense.
because we got free.
Don't make that face.
Was it free 10 quid on Uber Eats? Like when we signed up.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah,
I
it
ordered
was.
Cinnabon with it, I think, for the whole flat.
mean, that's
I
a
missed
bit
out on
factorial.
this. Yeah.
Thanks.
Can I still get it?
I think I missed out on that as well, to be fair.
Absolutely
guys.
brutal. But like,
Gotta be on the deals.
what shock events do we remember from second
Oh,
year?
sorry, yeah, we got
Yeah,
bit
we-
distracted.
we-
Yeah,
Cinnabons and nights out of sidetracked us.
I'm meeting Adam in first year. when he
Ollie and
first comes up.
I
Best friends
weren't
forever.
really like
Exactly.
good parts of shock in the second year. We didn't really.
We were stuck in a 4. We were controlled.
You were controlled.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
No, I just remember going to a couple socials and they were in the SU. I thought he's a bit naff.
Oh my
Went
god,
home
the
and
first
just
ever
never-
social in second year where it's like they get to know each other and they did that like
Awful.
first person to bring me this.
Oh,
first
bring a
person
ball.
to bring.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was the first person to bring a condom. I
Awards.
remember that.
Last year's Shock Awards.
Oh,
Shock
yeah?
Awards last year.
Oh,
Yeah,
When
yeah.
Matt
sure.
fell asleep on the grass.
No, I didn't fall asleep, right? There is a rumour going around that I never fell asleep on the
There
floor.
was a problem basically.
I just thought I'd have a lie down. And Libby thought she'd
And
take
shut
it.
your eyes.
Sorry, a lie down, closing your eyes and breathing like quite heavily.
There was some
sleeping.
snoring, some serious
No,
snoring.
seriously,
that went on.
I've got so many photos, and he was just laying there on the grass,
There's a
like
time
curled up
lapse.
next to the post
Longer
box
than an hour of
outside
you
the
asleep
SU.
on
I
I'm
am sad
sure.
I missed this.
Yeah. You
Gosh.
were
Oh, yeah, you were on holiday, were you not?
Yeah, I was. No, I wasn't on holiday. I
You
was
see,
just
we-
really
we-
ill.
Oh, yeah.
We
She
decided
just come
to
back from Paris.
really
No.
pre quite hard
That's
for
all.
Yeah,
the
by the
Shock
by the
Awards.
Shock Awards last year.
Barcelona.
By the Shock Awards last year, me and Adam were already friends, so we decided to pre on a bottle
Oh.
of prosecco each.
Oh, yeah,
which-
bougie.
Have
Which
any
is fun.
strawberries?
No, we had it from the bottle.
Yeah,
Strawberries?
straight from the
Second
bottle.
I think by the time we left my flat, it was like a bottle and a half each
Yeah.
we'd had.
Yeah.
And then we had another bottle at the awards
Yeah.
between us.
And then,
And then we
some
scooped the
doubles as
leftovers.
well.
And then it was like they were basically giving away cans of Camden Pale Ale
Yeah.
in the
Oh.
SU. So it's like, I'll have some of them.
Mm.
Great. And then we were not in their best
Did you
state.
sing that night at Bandioki? It was Bandioki night.
Was it?
I can't remember if you sang or not.
Yes, it was because I fell over in the middle of the dance.
Actually, oh, that's so Libby.
And Izzy's friend had to pick me up with Izzy's boyfriend. They had to pick me up because I'd never worn heels properly before. And I was just like galloping around on that, like 3 bottles of Prosecco deep, and just stacked it.
I still don't know if I've ever been that drunk since.
That was a serious night.
Like I was sloshed.
I was on jury duty as well.
Yes, I remember this. I remember this.
Libby jury
Yeah,
duty.
because she
That was
was-
like one of our bonding
Yeah,
experiences. The
'cause-
first time I spoke to you, he was like, "I'm on jury
'Cause
duty." I was
Libby
like,
was
"Tell me
drunk,
about
and
it." He was like, "No,
yeah.
I can't." I was like,
We're trying to
"Great
get
chat."
it out of her when she was drunk. I was like, Libby, tell me what's it
And
about.
actually, I was quite glad I didn't say anything. But then the next day, I was so hungover, and it was our
anxiety.
deliberation day. So we were locked in a room, no windows. You had to ask for water. You had to ask to go to the toilet, and we had our lunch break. And I sat down in the women's toilets, and they were broken, so the door wouldn't lock and the lights wouldn't turn on. And I fell asleep on the toilet, like just sat there, not doing my business.
It's all right, yeah.
But I just fell asleep, and I woke up, and I was like nearly sick. I was like, "Oh, I've got people's fates in my hand," and I'm.
Did you
Was
send
I
anyone to
going over?
prison?
I did.
Oh.
I sent 2 people to prison.
Whoa!
Wow, that's intense.
Dang.
It was really. I wouldn't recommend jury duty. It was
Well, we
awful.
don't get a pick. So.
Yeah, true.
Gosh.
Comedy campsite in second year was a thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, you were really involved with that. I just showed up for an hour and took photos
Yeah, I was.
and hid a bottle of
yeah,
wine.
I produced that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was huge.
bit of
I
a
know.
flex.
I know, really random, but like so funny. Actually, this is good advice for any first years because low-key, I was drunk. This is great. I way to agree. I feel that's a conversation. I'm just confused. But no, I'm confused. Sorry. But basically, it was at the Shock Awards, and Joe Lander came up to me and was like, "Hey, do you want to produce the 24-hour broadcast?" And I was like, "Why not? Vibes." But I
What,
was
like
drunk.
half a year in advance?
Yeah. No. Wait. Yeah.
Wow. So
And I
the,
was like,
the
yeah.
first year Shock Awards, you were asked to
No,
do.
oh, not Shock Awards, the SRA Awards.
Oh, that makes
Yeah, that
sense.
makes more sense. Sorry, I'm delusional. But yeah, so they asked me then, and then I was like, oh, like, you know, I said I'd do it. But then I never thought it would come back to me. And then I remember Joe messaged me going, so when are you starting planning it? Because you've got like 2 months. And I was like, sorry, what? And he was like, no, I'm being serious. You've got 2 months to plan this thing. But it went pretty well. I'm really proud of it.
Raised
You
over
smashed
$1,000.
it.
I did.
Although I'm not going to clap until I have my little moan.
Oh no.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah, no.
I had to spend 8.5 hours on a tram with Alex
Multiple
Foreman.
trams.
Multiple trams.
Oh yeah.
With Alex
Race
Foreman.
across Manchester.
Well, wait,
It was
no
the
bonding
tram
moment?
challenge that year.
was it a bonding moment though?
I'll tell you what, it led to a drive time show.
See,
nice.
see,
Very
actually
nice.
quality
An
content.
award-winning.
There you
drive time
go.
show.
Yeah.
We'll get onto that later. But no, it was like we signed up to it and we was like, yeah, that'd be great. Going to all 99 tram stops in Manchester. What a fun thing to do. We sat on the first tram, we got 3 stops, and we looked at each other and we both went, we just sat down on trams all day.
Funny that
It's
they've
like-
since changed that challenge, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think it's because the other team, basically there's a team of nerdy experts, a team of like foolish, like not experts.
You were the
we were the
foolish
foolish
team.
not
Yeah,
experts. And we absolutely smashed the other team by an hour and a half. Like we beat them like so clearly. And it was like, they nearly fell out. They all fell out with each other.
Did you go to Weast tram stop?
We went to all 99.
Weast. That's
Which
my tram stop.
Is that the one on the Eccles line?
Yes.
Hey! That was one of our first ones.
Very nice.
It was probably by Weast that we went, I don't wanna do this
yeah,
anymore.
it's an awful
thank you.
place.
Thanks
It
for doing that.
smells.
Appreciate it very
yeah,
much.
all for charity.
Exactly.
I'm a good person.
When I arrived,
pain in his
it was-
smile.
You had just got in here actually to the campsite in second year, and I just remember us putting on some of I think it was Adele's clothes because
Yes!
Adele and Jason hosted it, and they brought so many different changes of clothes, and I brought we were wearing their clothes and taking photos.
I had a
What were
fiery
they
shirt
wearing?
on.
It was like festival themed. I was
Yeah.
wearing like a crocheted cardigan.
Oh, so you hadn't like swapped clothes?
No,
They'd
no,
brought.
no, no,
Okay,
no.
I get
Yeah,
it now.
Yeah.
So this is a bit of a weird like.
They went commando in the campsite.
Next year's is Commando Campsite. It's got
what we
comedy
say.
charity
If
Commando.
anyone out there is producing it next year, or if you're watching,
Matt will do a
Campsite.
free Commando Campsite
I'm
for you.
Commando
No-
in Pitbull cosplay.
Oh, wow.
Exactly.
That will get the donations
Give me
flying.
it.
Come on.
Oh dear.
Should we move on to
Right.
the final year?
Yeah.
Or has anyone got anything else to say about second year and how much fun we
Oh,
had?
well, you presented varsity. That's
Yeah,
quite a
that was
big
big.
thing.
Oh my god, I forgot about
We
varsity.
didn't really do much second year.
Yeah, no, with the
Yeah, you
lovely,
did.
lovely
You
Sam
provided
Harrison.
like
The
motivation
entertainment.
and entertainment. Yeah, exactly. Sorry.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, with Sam Harrison.
Mhm.
I
Stoke
moved-
City fan.
I moved the camera for a bit of that.
You did, because wait, it was like, where did you go? You
I
tried
ha-
to dress
it
up,
was-
didn't you?
It was a
It was a boxing thing.
yes.
Yes.
My mate was boxing that night, so I had to stick on a tuxedo and go and watch him at uni fight nights.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never been to a fight night.
No, me neither actually.
Or
I did that in
varsity.
person.
I don't think I've
No.
basically
Look,
done anything.
I'll be
in
honest.
uni.
I'll be
No.
honest.
Actually.
The uni fight nights are overhyped, I would say,
And
because
overpriced.
yeah, it's expensive, and yeah, it was great to go and cheer on my mate, but he was like really close towards the end of the bill, so it was just watching.
Was he good or bad?
He's not great. I don't know if he's watching or listening, but it wasn't great. But
Oh.
we
Wanna
just
call him out.
no, we just sat
Should we have a
through.
fight?
We no, but genuinely, I respect the effort of anyone doing it because it's
Yeah,
it's
100%.
pretty hard, I imagine.
Do you get training?
Yeah, you do like a 3 months of training,
Wow.
and then you do it on the night.
Should we do it?
I was about to say that could be something on campsite
TV?
next year.
Yeah.
Maybe like a
Oh.
fight
Have someone sign up to uni fight nights.
fight night.
That's true.
But you spend the most of the time watching people you don't know fight badly
Mm-hmm.
and spending a lot of money on alcohol.
Nice.
It's my favourite thing to do in second year, actually.
Yeah.
That's
Spend
what
a
I
lot
did
of
in second year.
Yeah.
Spent a lot of money on alcohol.
Yeah.
Second
Wow,
year
that
was
felt like a cult. There.
second year was
That's
as
why we're now
well.
best friends.
When I think I
True, true.
progressed from clubbing to bars in second year, I think.
Yes, it's very nice. I still
That
want to go
just- yeah.
42s. I still want to go 42s before we graduate.
Yes.
True. But
Because
like,
then I feel like we'd be like
Full circle.
bit noncy going after
Yeah.
I'm
No, I
with
get you.
university.
I get you.
that discovery of Northern Quarter was like life changing.
I
Oh,
remember my
I
first
see.
night
I
out.
see colours brighter. I can hear differently.
Yeah.
Like my nostrils are clearer.
See, I remember.
Love Northern
I
Quarter.
remember going out with a load of second and third years actually, and I was a first year, and they were like, "You go to 42 still? Like that's so icky. Like this Northern Quarter is where you need to go." And they were like giving me a tour around Northern Quarter. I was like, "Wow, this is really humbling for me." The fact they thought I was that out of touch.
Yeah.
The discovery of terrace.
Oh,
Wow.
Terrace bar, what a bar.
Some
There
of
you
my
go.
worst nights were in there. That was like
No.
the reference from Flat.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right, Libby. We were laughing.
Any more second year? Well, winter. I did Winter Wonderland.
Yeah,
in
Yeah,
second
What
go
year.
on
that?
then. How
Was it
cold was
cold?
it?
It was very, very cold. As I have said loads. It was the longest. I think it was only like 5 hours, but it was the longest 5 hours I think of my life. It went on a long, long time, but good fun overall.
Good.
We did the show. No, we did a game thing.
Did you?
Yeah, we did a game. You did a game outside and we did it.
Oh, wait, that's nice.
Oh, on the Winter Wonderland.
Yeah.
And we got free tickets to
Oh
like
yes,
something
yes.
at the
I remember
SU.
we were giving away tickets to Wreck the Halls,
Yes,
and you
and I
guys
did.
came on.
Yeah, I sold
Answered
them.
some Christmas questions.
You sold them?
Yeah,
Did you make money off it?
I think so.
Wow.
Go on, Libby.
She's buying us all a drink.
Yeah.
Guys, this was nearly 2 years
Yes.
ago. Nearly 2 years ago. I do not have that money anymore.
Oh. Anything else
It's
happen in second year that you can remember?
No.
I think that we all became friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I
Well,
said
we-
that,
yeah.
That is actually true.
Yeah,
We did
and
all
then
become friends.
The start of the summer we
I don't
hosted.
think I did. Oh, yeah, I did actually.
Then the start of the summer we hosted the Foot in the Door
Oh, yeah.
networking
Yeah,
event.
good point. That was good.
That was fun.
Me
And
and
that was
Ollie
when,
didn't go to that again.
so when Mike Cass went to the karaoke bar, really.
Oh gosh.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
about
Mike.
this.
Sorry, Mike. To be fair, in our
Whose fault
defence,
was that?
that was Jason Darby's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not ours. It's
It
all
was.
right.
And
I'll shout him out.
he got called
Always
out.
Jason's
He got
fault.
called out for it at SRAcon recently.
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
He did. Oh, sorry. I keep hitting this mic. I'm so sorry. I'm having
It's
a
all
fight
right.
night with the
You
mic.
don't have to worry about the mic in
Not our
19
problem.
minutes.
No.
That's so true. Oh,
Might take it
19
with me.
minutes. That's gone a bit crazy fast, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, slightly.
Time
Yeah.
flies when you're having fun.
Wow. Should we go to third year then?
Yeah.
Yeah, shall we?
Yeah.
What was everyone's shows like in third year?
Pretty fun.
Yeah, really fun.
Yeah.
We actually had quite good shows this year.
Yeah, we had the one, but it was really fun.
We had less mess ups this year.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go on, give us a British book in third year. I don't know. chin
Roundup.
on. Yeah, Roundup. That's a good one.
Sabrina Carpenter, Taylor Swift on loop every week.
We're now down to 3. We've
No,
no
that's
shade. That
like a
was a
little-
genuine fact.
you were down to 3 halfway through second year, no?
Yeah, but we're officially now down to 3.
Officially.
We've got our segments down. We've got our celebrity gossip again. We've introduced Swear Jar.
Yeah.
Oh, I love swear
Please
jar.
Yeah.
do not swear.
And
Did-
the winner was.
It was actually awesome cherry campsite, wasn't it?
Mr. Skin.
When it was-
Yes.
Yeah,
it was
which we
actually-
then brought onto Charity Campsite.
Yeah.
Um,
And they got the same as you, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. I feel like we just talked nonsense for 2 hours at
We did.
9 till 11 every Friday
Mm-hmm.
for nearly a year.
Yeah.
There was so many hungover mornings. So,
No,
if anyone
no.
listened to the Halloween episode, I'm so
I tell
sorry.
you what, it was because Thursdays became like our nights out this year.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I downed a pint of milk before I came onto the show.
That's
So
not
then
the
I was
worst
like,
bit.
curdled cheese, just sat there
Oh.
driving the desk.
Why did you down a pint of milk?
Because I'd read somewhere there was a really good hangover cure, which, if anyone's listening, it is not. I can tell you that right now. It
That's
is
not the worst part. My mum's birthday is the day before Halloween. My mum said, I'll come on in the studio to do Swear Jar.
No.
It was me sat there with Kristi and Libby with their hands on their head going, oh, I feel so ill. And my mum sat there going, is it 3 swear words?
We did not. We were really nice and bubbly on air, and then I turned those mics off, and we sat in silence. You could hear a pin drop. I had to turn the monitors down. I turned the headphones down.
My mum sat there for 2
Awful.
whole hours with these two.
I
like,
feel really
"Ugh."
bad. Like I love her, but I was just not up to anything that day.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
cool
so
memory
funny.
though.
Yeah.
the.
Are you crying?
That's really emotional.
It's the sweat in his eyes.
It is.
It's just a bit warm in here.
The shock socials this year were good fun. The,
Love
the
them, yeah.
quiz.
Shout out to Dan.
Oh, we had a quiz and you couldn't get your plant.
I didn't even go, and I messaged him. I didn't even go. I've actually missed quite a lot, haven't I?
Yeah.
All the socials, I'm just not there.
You made it to Simmons.
I did make it to Simmons.
That was a
Yeah.
good night.
Simmons
That
was
was
a
a
good
good
night.
Oh, I went home early.
I missed that one. That's why
Yeah.
it was a good night.
Yeah, that's true. No dick.
Charlie,
Adam, I had
Charlie
4
Parks
doubles
also
in a
went home
row.
early that night.
What?
Oh.
Charlie Parks also went home early that Simmons night.
Did
Didn't
he?
even make it to the bar, I think.
Oh my god, I
He
remember
looks
hearing
very
about
proud
that.
of
Yeah.
That was
He's
when
very
I walked
proud.
through the doors. That's what I heard. I was like, okay.
That's setting the tone for the
Yeah.
night. Yeah.
Wow, I love that. That was good. Actually.
I think I went on more nights out this year because I think in my mind, I was like, when am I going to get to do this
Yeah.
again? And my wallet has not been the same since, but I don't care.
I'm so stupid with money, but
Yeah.
I'm aware.
It's not even the memories that count because I don't remember anything. so drunk the amount of times we'd be like, oh, we should pre. Like, we don't do prees anymore. Like, we would spend less money and then I'd go out and buy everyone tequila shots like I did
Yeah.
a couple Fridays ago.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Wait a minute.
You weren't there, you were at a gig.
This is the money she got from the Christmas market.
Oh,
thing
yeah.
She did.
Is there any left over
Still going.
tonight, or are we like?
Oh dear.
Got it. Should we move on to Matt and Izzy at drive time?
Matt and
Izzy
Izzy's
Third
drive.
year.
Yeah.
Or
third
as
year.
it's now formally known, Izzy and Matt.
Yeah, it's now officially renamed to Izzy and Matt. But yeah, this year was different because Izzy didn't have a place in Salford this year. So all of first year we did it every single week because she was here studying. But then it was sort of flipped. 1 week I would do it, and then we'd both do it together in the second year. And then sort of we were all. It was a different show, but it was still so much fun to do. And honestly, coming into Shock, even for my exec shifts, which should be like a menial task, is literally some of the best moments of the week. Because this year, I think especially, it's felt so much more like a community of people. Like there's so many different faces and names that you'd see and that you just catch up with each time that I'm in the studios. Even if it's not like on my exec shift, I'll be popping in to sort something out. There'll be loads of people. There's been times where I've popped in and I've stayed here for like 4 hours instead. But yeah, it's been a really, really nice year, and I'm gonna be really sad to leave this place.
Aww.
Yeah.
That was actually really wholesome.
It
Yeah.
was a really wholesome Izzy
It's
and
just
Matt
aimed at us
roundup.
four.
You are?
Yeah.
It's just aimed at us four.
Yeah.
Yeah, knew it. Joking.
Your turn, Emma.
Yeah.
Follow that.
I know, literally pressure. Well, this year was very different because I feel like, so I start off in first year doing my show by myself, which was quite ballsy of me now I think about it, because when I do it myself now, I'm like, whoa, how do I do this again? Second year I did it as a trio, so I did it with Ellie and Meg, and then this year has been with Anna. And to be fair, it's been amazing. I've absolutely loved doing it. It's been a bit of fun. I mean, we've been very hungover as well, so don't worry. We also are always late, so the top of the hour, I think we've made it about twice. But you know,
Always the wrong name as well.
yes,
Sorry.
I'm not being funny.
Who
I am
set up
Kate.
G-Select,
I am
honestly?
Kate. I've been Katie and Tom. I've been Benny and Josh.
Yeah.
I've been absolutely everyone, I swear. But no, it's been really fun, and I've loved being part of Shock, and sort of making some amazing friends. I really have, and. Yeah, I'm gonna miss it a lot. I'm trying to beat Matt.
This is the
Gonna
fun.
try beat up Matt.
Yeah.
Uni Fight Nights is on.
Genuinely think you would win. I think you would win.
Yeah. But no, I'm sad. I'm sad that I'm really going. I've loved it, and I'm meeting great friends.
Yeah.
Was that close to Matt's or not?
No, it wasn't
I don't
really.
think it
No,
was.
I think it was.
Oh, was it? I'll tell you what. It was a close second.
What about for the now award-winning Adam and Alex at Drive?
Yeah, have that mattered, Izzy.
Congratulations.
What a show that's been this year, by the way.
Literally, like,
I'm a
'cause
listener point.
I've gone from doing the Rewind show by myself to working with my new radio brother, Alex Foreman, and it's been brilliant. Like it genuinely happened. Like he texted me over last summer a YouGov poll of the top 20 pints in the UK, and I went, it's a radio feature there somewhere. It's like drink on drive. Brilliant. And then we were like, we should do a show together. And we was like, we should do a drive time show together. And then it happened, and all these like features and things snowballed, and we had such good chemistry, and it was weird how well it worked, and it just felt good, and it felt really nice and tight and well produced, and it was like, yeah, we're good friends, and I can't do it as good as Matt. This isn't working.
No, it
We
worked.
didn't get
You're doing
emotional during ours. Now I feel left
Yeah.
out.
I can't believe I'm never going to do a show with him. Was that enough? Was that enough?
That was
Yeah.
beautiful.
Can't wait to see the back of him.
Well, we've also got an award-winning presenter. I think that's a pretty big highlight of the
Yeah,
3
so
years.
going into third year, what was it? Was it November, the SRAs?
Yes. Yeah.
Should we hit on those?
I think we should. I think we've got a winner with us.
It was a good night. The
A
SRAs.
multiple award winner.
Sorry. Good point.
You were very drunk at the SRAs, Adam.
Well,
The amount of
saw the-
videos
we
that
saw
I
the
got
bottle of
sent were
wine on the
insane.
table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
See, I don't remember
Yeah.
any of that night.
You guys were on my table. I
We
remember
were
that.
so bad. It was me, right? It was us three and Alex, and we were just sat there with like 2 bottles of wine at the table.
Where
just
did you
drinking.
get the other bottle from? Did you,
I have
you,
no
you
idea.
nicked it from someone else's table.
Did I actually?
Yeah,
What a
because
legend.
because we got through ours. Or did
I
we
was so
save
drunk.
what? Yeah, we were very, very drunk.
I was
that
so.
evening.
When I look back at the videos, I'm like, oh yeah, because I was staying at my friend's house.
Mm.
I don't remember getting back. All I remember is waking up to the biggest Big Mac I've ever seen in my life. Like I ordered an extra large Big Mac, and my friend had to go and pick it up for me. It collapsed on the floor. It was so bad. It was so bad.
I remember getting the tube back. Was it to Stratford,
Yeah.
where the hotel was?
Yeah.
And Alex was not in a good way, and he like collapsed on
No,
on
yeah,
the tube
he
station
was very,
platform.
very drunk.
And I was like, oh, I need to record this, and I thought, what do I record it on? And I recorded it on voice memos because I thought I've just been at a radio awards. So I haven't got any videos of him dead on the platform. The TFL guy was shouting at him, and that was quite funny.
That's funny. What a good night though.
Yeah,
great.
hilarious night.
Oh, we've had some great times, haven't we?
Yeah.
And then we had what was it? Winter Wonderland happened in third year.
Yeah.
None of us said that, did we?
We all just went MIA.
Hot fine. Yeah, I went on a big wheel. I did the last 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
bless you.
And they tried to make us close early. Like they were like, everyone went home because it started tipping down with rain, and we were like,
Oh yeah, it was chucking it down.
yeah. And we were like, no, we will do the full 2 hours. We've got a Christmas chart to do.
Coffee Hut, shout out Coffee Hut, love those guys. They gave us about 1 million free pigs in blankets.
Yes.
Like,
They
yeah.
kept giving. They're like, come have more, come have more.
At first they were just like, oh, play us a song, you can have some free pigs and blankets. And then at the end they were just like, look, we've got about 50 tubs. They're going in the bin if you guys want them. And we're like, yeah, let's
Give
go.
me a tub.
And mince pies as well.
Oh yes, the mince pies. They did mulled cider though,
Oh,
and I
gosh.
was not a fan of that. That was awful.
No, I quite like mulled
I
cider.
love mulled cider.
That ranks
Mulled
bottom
cider.
of the drink on drive list.
Oh.
There's your fun fact.
So that's obvious you have no taste.
What's the top of your drink on drive list?
It was the Club Tropica that's just gone on tap at the SU.
Pint of that after the show, I think.
Yeah, I've already had a couple. They've been good. They've been good to me.
Yeah.
What other events? What other events have we got?
Student Radio Conference.
Insane.
SRA.
Massive.
That was good.
Congratulations, Matt and Alfie, for being a big part of organising that.
It was a lot, but I'm so glad that it happened.
It was massive.
It
yeah.
was incredible. You should be really proud of yourself.
And it was so like moving and powerful to see so many young people in the same place.
Totally.
So passionate about radio.
100%.
No one said anything bad about it though.
No.
No.
I did. No, I'm joking. I did.
It was just such an emotional 3 days, I think, because everyone, by even the second day, was so tired and probably hungover as
Yeah.
well. And everyone was just so emotional about how much they loved radio and how
Yeah.
much they loved each other. And it
And
was just, oh.
I think as well, it was the first point when that was finished. I was like, okay, uni is ending now.
Yeah.
And it was like,
Because I've been, like, bigged up for months, so many plans. I could see how stressed you were
yeah,
for, like, ages.
I was so locked in and getting that done, and then after that, I was like, right, this is
There's nothing else to do now
no, this
except
is
your final project.
work on final project, and then I'm done.
Because
which
it was
is-
like you have to create those really annoying production schedules for your final projects, and I'd booked out a week on it for SRA Con. I was like, I'm so excited for this. It's going to be incredible. I've been looking forward to it since January.
Oh, I think
And
it's
then it
sad that it was
happened.
our last one, wasn't it?
yeah,
That was the main thing.
As students,
That's very true. That's
we can
very
be
Go to the
alumni
November
next
one.
year.
yes, alumni.
Oh,
next
alumni.
year.
Sorry, Tommy. Shut up.
You never know. You never know. But is it exciting? You know what the biggest thing I'm excited for is just to see where like everyone goes.
Yeah.
It might take years, but I just
I
I hope
think-
it doesn't take years.
I think
Well,
that this.
Maybe one
Yeah.
single year.
it's not one single year.
I
And
think
we'll-
this year group is unbelievably talented
Yeah,
and
I agree.
are so capable of going so many places and doing so many amazing things with this industry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Me and Adam were saying the other night at the Shock Awards, we were actually getting really, really emotional
Oh.
about how proud we are of everyone and that everyone has found their niche, whether that be in TV, radio, journalism, and everyone just is so good at what they do because everyone has so much passion, and it's just insane to see, and then to see where people are going to go in, as Emma said, the next couple of years. It's like strangely bittersweet, but also like I'm like a proud mum, even though I'm like
Yeah, I
older
get
than some
that.
people.
I mean, I've cried so many times when people have won awards. Like, it's so funny. Like, I'm
Oh my god, I was
always
in
supposed to cry.
bits at the Shock Awards. I was insane.
Literally.
I'd spent all my emotion that night already, I'm not going to lie. I had a proper little sob at the end
Aw.
of drive time. And then I had to come downstairs and do the awards, and we won one, and I was like, this is wrong.
Oh no, I feel like I haven't cried yet about it, but I feel like it's coming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
It's coming.
I
In the
cried
next
on
6 minutes.
Yeah, I cried.
I was
on
going to say in the next
Friday.
minute and a half.
Yeah.
This building, joining Shock has literally changed my life. That is not an understatement.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with
I
that.
don't
Like,
know where
can't
the
even-
hell I would be with my friends, with my career, my life, if I didn't decide to go A, to this university, and B, to sign up to do this and meet all these incredible people and learn so much and mess around and make mistakes. It's just, yeah, it's something about this place. It's ridiculous.
No, 100%. Do you want to go next? I feel like Adam wants to talk.
It's so crazy that like you think that split second choice where you go, I'm coming to Salford, and then you go, I'm going to sign up as a student radio, and it's like at the moment you're like, it's like that's it, I'm doing that sort of thing, and then you sat here now and you're like, this has influenced my entire life. Like Matt said, my friendship groups, the work I want to and I'm going into and doing things in, and it's like, it's so crazy the power that like this room has.
Yeah.
And like all the memories that we've had in this room over the past 3 years.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I've said it a million times, but I think like in a weird sort of way, I found myself in radio, like Free Shot Radio, because it allows you. You have to be yourself on air. Do you know what I mean? At university, like, because people might be listening, might not, but like you feel like you kind of have to be yourself, and I think it taught me that I could be myself. And yeah, and I met you guys, and you're amazing, and I love you all, and I can't wait to see what you do. There you go.
Bye, Shock.
But like,
Stop.
This is the last time we're ever going to speak into these microphones on air.
it's all right. It's got a long intro. Keep
Yeah.
going.
Is it not?
It's got a really long
okay.
intro. We've got loads of
Everyone
time.
just stared at me.
You crossed the last vocal. What do you mean?
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
But no, that is weird that it is the last time we'll be in this room talking into these microphones, sort of thing. It's weird that like these
It's
mics.
the last time we're talking to these microphones.
Yeah, well,
Like,
but it's weird. Like this room has made us what we are,
Yeah.
and you know, it's yeah,
Sorry, it's not funny.
it's hilarious. Everyone was like, yeah, let's tune in and watch people cry. We're just laughing at them now.
Oh dear, no, it is emotional though. It is
It's
emotional.
really emotional.
Yeah, but it's been a good 3 years. We've
Crazy
done a lot.
3 years.
There's been a lot of
So
exciting
much.
things. But you know what? I actually can't wait to see what Shop does next.
Yeah.
It's such a massive reputation. I've never heard anything bad about it, and it can only get better.
And they've got a powerhouse next year.
Oh, yeah.
it's insane.
Oh, yeah.
So
The
true.
team next year is going to be great. They're going to kill it.
100%, 100%. It's exciting to see that from, the other side. We'll be like waving at
As
them.
alumni.
As alumni.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, gosh.
That's
Wow.
scary.
Watch
feels
it from
wrong.
the sidelines.
I know. We'll have to do like alumni meetups. Please say yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please. Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, we'll organise like a party or something. We could do a watch party for next year's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next year's like comedy campsite or whatever.
Definitely.
Not for the whole 24 hours though. That's a bit long. I'm not doing that again. Stayed up long enough.
Yeah.
Emotion.
I don't want to say goodbye.
No, me neither.
This is actually.
Trying
Why
to
is this so
prolong it for
dramatic?
as long as possible.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't care that the vocals have come in. I don't.
No.
No.
Oh, sorry. I didn't even. I've not got my
No.
headphones
No,
on.
no,
I
Sorry.
don't, I don't care.
It's like Prime Radio 2. Talk over the entire track.
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear it.
Yeah.
I've been able to hear the whole time.
Emma discovers what headphones.
Sorry.
took her
3 years. It's taken 3 years. Emma's found the headphones in the studio.
You know
There
what?
we go.
Well, I've never sat this low and at this mic.
I was gonna say, yeah, he's done a good job. Like, you've been on your knees for half of this, so congratulations.
Thank you very much. I've tried my best.
Right. I think we need to say goodbye.
Should we say goodbye?
Bye, Shop.
See you later. Shop.
Bye.
Forever.
So long.
Later.
Here's us
Farewell.
signing off. Woo!
See you later.
Bye.
Not until the next time.
Oh.